Hey guys, we're back now. I got my mud mixed again and we're ready to start setting rocks again. So, I want to make sure that we do have a high wall so that when we do get the water going into this, that we do have some type of pond looker, not just a flat surface of water. So bear with me. I'm going to play with rocks for a little while. Yeah? And as you can see, these rocks match the rocks that the mountainside. So, you know, it's going to blend beautifully as far as I feel. Yeah? And we can even include extra landscaping if we want to. More Penjings, into more plants into our Penjing system so that it will look very natural. In fact, we are developing a pretty decent natural environment already that I'm very pleased with. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Got to cement them in properly. See, after I'm fitting it into our existing mountains, all right? After it's dried, we'll give it a day to dry, and then we can separate the mountains, because believe it, this is one piece, that's one piece, that's one piece, that's a piece, this is a piece, okay? And then we can start working on tying, cleaning up, and making sure that it fits together properly. And then be creative with our flows, with our plants, and everything else. But the joy is in designing and constructing something interesting like this. Yeah. And I really thoroughly enjoy, what do I say, playing with rocks. Right? And man, do we have enough. We do. We have an ample supply, that's for sure. Oh, and look how that fits in there. It fits beautifully. And don't be afraid to use mud, because it's this cement, this Marblecrete, that's going to hold the total package together. Yep. So don't be afraid to use it. Yep. And make sure that you fill in between the crevices and allow it to cement the rocks together. Okay? Don't be afraid. It's going to dry a lot lighter. It's going to be a lot closer to the rock color. That's why we're using this. In fact, all of these have been cemented together with this particular product. I get some of it off of my hands. Yeah, you're working with lime, so try to keep your hands as clean as possible. In fact, I do have a pair of gloves. I should be wearing the gloves, but got carried away and just got going. So that's where we're at. That's why I'll just keep on cleaning up my hands and making sure that it doesn't set and create a problem for me. Thicken the bed as you proceed. Okay. Alright, it's starting to come around this corner. And these pieces, for some reason, I'm picking them up, and I hadn't laid this out at all. But picking them up, just looking at their shapes, and they are just falling together, just coming together just beautifully. Yep. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to create this waterfall with a different feature, okay? Because this is going to be an existing pond. But what I do want to do is create a fall here so that we'll have another layer of falls. Okay? Well, if you don't understand what I'm saying, bear with me, and by the time we're done, you will see what I'm talking about. It's a little bit shallow. That should be right around there. Yeah? Let's see this one. Alrighty, there we are. That's a good height. Right in there. Alrighty. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming together. I don't know if I'm sure you guys checked. I do believe it was on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. This Malpighia was in full bloom, just looking pretty as ever. Yeah. It's winter starting to set in, so of course we're going to lose flowers. However, with Malpighia, the dwarf Chinese cherry, it is one of those cherry trees that with the right treatment you can get it to flower and bear cherries 4 to 5 times a year. Okay, they're acid-loving plants, and when you feed it with mira acid, my sensei, Norman Nelson, he was famous with timing, and he always said within 18 days after feeding with soup with the mira acid, that's 30-10-10, yeah, within 18 days you're going to start seeing flowers appearing again. Yep. So as you can see, it is an ongoing process that is definitely complementary. Okay, see, all of this will be cut out after it's dried properly. I can cut that off, we can prune it off and blend it in. There's a rock here. We got one more rock to put in here. Ooh, 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 that works beautifully. Aha. Don't be afraid, like I said before, don't be afraid to use mud, because that's what's going to hold it all together, and it can always be cleaned up afterwards. Yep. Within a day of setting, it's still workable. And we can thicken up this bed just a little bit more, give it a little bit more strength. That's what I've been doing all along there. And that's what we're going to do here. Okay. Okay, that's this. That is this pond. And like I say, don't worry about this. We will be able to clean it up. All right. Now, this section here, I'm going to take a small rock. You see this flow here? Let's put mud here to stop water from flowing this way. Oops. All right. right. Okay. Okay. That should hold that very well there.